Well, good evening. I'm Jabari Pruitt. A Walker County church burned to the ground 2 months ago, but it hasn't changed their faith or their progress. WVUA 23's Jack Royer has more from Nauvoo Church of God.
This slab of concrete is not the beginning of a new building, but instead what's left of an old one. What was once the heartbeat of this Walker County church that we visited just days after an electrical fire nearly reduced it to rubble in March. 2 months ago, I stood before the original Nauvoo Church of God sanctuary with smoke still billowing out of the windows. Behind me today, not much to show, just a foundation of a church that can never be broken.
When the fire had reached this end.
Pastor Joey Vick has led this congregation for 8 years. At today's Sunday worship, evidence of faith unshaken by a fire that spared just the church life center in which they now hold services.
You know, last time I spoke with you, we were still in shock. We didn't know what our future held other than, we were relying on God to see us through, and we still are. And I could tell you story after story about how God has really come through for us from then till now.
Call it a blessing in disguise, now revealed on new land. This church will break ground on new property in a better location in early June. Today, church members proudly hover around an artist's rendering of what the new church will look like, on display just inside the front doors.
The sense of excitement that followed the church burning in our very first service when the church burned is still relevant today. It hasn't diminished at all. Matter of fact, I believe it's growing.
Donations from church members, from people near and far, have made rebuilding possible. No shortage of faith at a church that's been knocked down and gotten up again.
If we was wanting comfort, if we was wanting security, we would fix our life center up, have a bank full of money, and just waltz into heaven. But that's not the vision. The vision is seek and save those which are lost.
They've found a new home and a fresh beginning for a Walker County church strong in faith. Jack Royer, WVUA 23 News.